Hey folks, just a note here before we get started. There was a bit of background noise and some other audio issues in today's video, so not the best video we've done, but I'm sure we'll get through it. Thanks for watching. Hey folks, we're back here on location for Play Abbey Chilliwack, and holy moly, things are coming together. We've got a crew here busy putting up some pipe. This is the full footprint of the design, I believe. And let's see what we've got going on here, because this is pretty cool stuff. We're going to be doing a little mini go-kart track here in and around and through the first level of the play structure. As Derek had mentioned in the last video, we'll have some of our active play elements up on this end here. Sport court, I believe, and a few other things. So
we've got the decent sized go-kart track going underneath the unit with a climbing wall. We have some I'm drawing a blank. Anyways, pretty much hand-eye coordination, like speed paneling up here, and then we have a whole setup over on the other side with sports arena, soccer nets with lit up targets and scorekeepers and basketball hoops and all the other stuff. So it's been fun to frame that all in, because with the huge spans we have to use a much thicker pipe for added strength.
I was going to ask, we got this black pipe in here versus all the silver. What's going on with that?
So this is Schedule 80 pipe, or at least this. I mean, you can get normal pipe that's black, but this Schedule 80 always comes in black. So we had to go with Schedule 80, which is a double wall thickness of our traditional pipe, and that's just to add extra strength for the longer spans with more support.
Right.
That way, it's kind of better to go overkill. That thing is never going to move.
Right. People may have seen our previous video on the difference between some of the steel and clamps we use versus offshore. So this stuff's even twice as thick as that.
This is twice as thick as our normal
right.
one, which is kind of
awesome.
Already overkill.
Awesome.
But with anything, it's better to go over than under.
Yeah, yeah.
I can sleep well knowing I don't ever have to worry about this.
Exactly. So underneath us here, we're going to have a kart track.
Yes, this is an entire kart track in here.
And then it'll extend out that way some.
Extend all the way to the end wall and then kick back around, and I'll have a homing wall coming out with an entrance or an entry-exit point for the go-kart track.
Right. And is this something you guys do all the time, or have you done karts before?
I have done before. It's not something I have done a lot or I do very often, but it was something the customer here wanted to add a secondary attraction to generate income, and they came up with go-karts, and I suggested that we do it this way so they're not just single using their space. We can add an entire attraction on top.
Yeah, for sure.
Plus it makes it really easy. We could make, theme panels or anything under here and make it kind of give it a wow factor for a go-kart track.
Right.
You could have whatever, LED lighting in here, or whatever you want to do.
So
but it gives it a lot of options.
And it's an actual paid attraction for them then?
Yes, this will be a secondary paid attraction.
Right, cool. So talk about the mainframe then. I mean, she's coming together. It's a heck of a lot of steel.
Yes.
2 levels, and we're still working on the second one. And there's a third going on top of this yet?
There's a third and a fourth.
And a fourth. Wow. So we're going to really maximize the height of this space.
Yeah. Traditionally, when you get buildings, you're paying by square footage, not cubes footage. So if you can, when you're buying or getting one, you always want to get the highest ceiling as possible.
Yeah. Because
I can go a smaller footprint but build up higher, and so you can have more kids in the playground without taking up your entire footprint of your building.
Right.
The thing I've seen in several places, not going to have an issue here, is lack of seating. If parents aren't comfortable, they're not coming back.
Right.
So give them a place to sit, give them space, and we'll still have a ton of children in here. No issues.
I see that too a lot, where people are standing all along the perimeters, their arms folded, and they just don't look comfortable.
People don't like that.
Yeah.
They want to be able to relax, and when their kids are playing or something, sit down with a coffee, do what they're going to do. But
exactly. So I noticed when all the first level, which we have here, of course, that entryways for the kids, seems to be at a 7-foot level.
Yeah, I like to build 7-foot first levels. One, because once I hang all my 1/2 inch I'm required to have no climb up to at least 7 feet. So that's the standard. If I had a 6 foot or 4 foot, that means the second level will also have to be exterior with all have to be no climb netting. Whereas this 7 foot no climb, I can do my 2-inch netting above. Also, I try to make playgrounds as accessible for parents as possible. So what I like to do traditionally is at least a 7 foot first and at least one 6 foot second level, maybe a 6 foot third. Because I find if the parents have an easier time going through, they're much more likely to interact with their children and bring their children around. Not a big deal on weekends, but weekdays, if it's not a busy thing, it's really, parents are a lot more engaged in stuff if you make it comfortable for them.
So as we walk through this entryway and come around through here and down the corner, of course, we're going to have the 3-lane wave slide here.
Yeah, that'll just be our 3-lane gang slide, which is going to go from 9 foot down to 0.
Right.
We'll have all our racing pipe in, and then the one thing I'm doing with this is on level 4, in this grid here, at the very top, I'm going to have a clear walkway, so you'll be able to see from the top, very, very top level, right down as the kids are going down. So kind of give it a cool look.
Right.
Especially with the height, what we're using on this one.
Yeah. Excited to see more of the kart track and the sport court coming together. I think that's going to be cool.
It's going to be really cool when this thing's finished. It's going to be a really, really impressive unit and structure when it's all done.
When does
but when it's done, it's going to be.
When does the sport court stuff and all that kind of arrive?
So the sport court, all the electronics in sport court are with Rugged Interactive, who we started to partner with, and they are actually all being manufactured out of the UK right now. And then they will be shipping, I believe, in 3 weeks. So
perfect timing.
Have it, probably. I want to say end of June, beginning of July, we'll get them.
Yeah.
Put everything in, and happy days.
Okay, Derek. Well, appreciate the tour and your time again. I'll let you guys get back to it, and we'll check in later.
Sounds good.